I'm not ready.
Oh, you better be ready, fucking princess.
Already! Already!
I forgot Billy's not here.
Oh my god. We're not gonna get monetized.
Why not?
Because you cursed already.
No, I didn't.
Hi, people. I got shush! God.
So loud.
We only got one person.
L-rated X.
Yes.
X for...
Why am I so crunched off the table?
Because it's a small table.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're not used
that's
to,
right.
We're not used to having 3 people anymore.
Wait, Kyle.
I don't know.
There's someone new here. Is that our guest?
Wait, can you see him? He's in camouflage. I can't even see him.
You can't see me. Haha.
Is this live or Memorex? Memorex. So we're all gonna sit back like this.
What's Memorex?
You know, you weren't around for those advertisements.
Hey, mate.
Look at what we have
I'm
here.
gonna take my nap real quick.
Look at
Couple
what-
haters.
No, you gotta say it right. You gotta have like a New York accent.
Look, what? I don't know. You do it.
Couple haters. Couple
That
haters.
doesn't sound like
It's
New
how
York.
he used to do it in the wrestling. Hi, peoples. Hi, TJ. Hi, cowboy boots. Couple haters. The whole thing was, my name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you doing? That's how it used to go.
Hi, everybody.
That's how it was.
okay.
I remember it. Okay. I remembers it.
Well then.
Member berries.
Couple slobs of jobs over here.
Stop a jump.
So, are there any of those Savok servos here?
Got any of them servos?
Did you got any of them there servo?
What's that?
Well, it's a servo.
This goat.
That's the way Kyle's goes.
Bada boom, realest guys in the room. Yeah, I've already noticed. All right, well, who are you?
I'm Bloodline RC.
Wow.
I thought you were RC.
Wow. Dang. Just did the whole thing, huh? All right, take over.
All right, that's all you.
Okay.
I'm Bloodline RC, and these are 2 rejects I found on the street. And tonight, we're going to talk about...
No, not we.
not we.
Tonight, I'm going to talk about why this guy's here.
I don't know why.
He doesn't race. He's not a racer. He's a hunter. He should be out there trying to shoot a
No, he's
deer.
not.
No, he
A
can't.
hunter would guess something. He's a sitter. He just
There
sits
you
in the
go.
woods.
There you go. I'm
He's-
a watcher.
Yeah.
I'm a sitter watcher.
Like a bird watcher.
What are you doing? Like watching deers have sex? Is that what you're
I
doing?
mean, it is the rut.
You're keeping time there? Just sitting there, just watching them.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Look at
Is that your porn?
What are you?
I mean, that's probably on Pornhub too. I mean, you can probably.
You
find
can't,
that.
Deer hub.
Aaron.
Deer hub.
We're, Aaron,
Hub.
we
Deer
already,
hub.
dude. You gotta make it through 15 minutes without being rated R, and then you usually get monetized. But no, you're like, dude, first 2 seconds. Blah!
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
God.
Yeah, shit happens.
Hunting at Walmart cat, says Chad Billet. Don't hurt Bambi,
Hey,
says
Chad
Mike.
Billet's here already.
Hi,
He usually
Ballard.
doesn't show up till much later.
Hi, Palin Carr.
What up, fellas?
Oh, I'm Kyle.
I'm Aaron.
I forget who I am.
We don't know who you are either. You're a random guy that showed up.
Yeah, there's some guy in
He
a parking
doesn't
lot.
race RC cars. He doesn't. He can't hunt for shit.
No.
And yeah,
He missed the last 2 shows.
Yeah. Hasn't raced in about 6 months.
Lies.
He ran 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So how's the baby?
Good.
Is it keeping you
Doing,
awake at nights?
doing baby stuff.
Is it keeping you awake at night?
No.
Is it keeping you from racing? Yes.
No, that's
yes,
Not
it
him, but
is.
his wife.
That's the deer.
Oh, we're gonna play the deer. You know, it's a lot easier if you just hit him with your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
just
could have got
try
like
that.
4 the other day.
Yeah, but I gotta get lucky enough to actually see a deer on the road and hit it.
You did that earlier in the
I
year.
did.
We got
I did.
18
What was that,
people
3
on
weeks
here
ago?
right now. Wow, that's
3
amazing.
weeks ago, I actually hit a deer with my.
What's the
freaking
topic
dog.
tonight? Is there one? Yes.
We're gonna have some topics.
We are going to discuss novice,
Like, what about novice?
like how to fix it, or
Okay.
if it needs fixing, and new body rules.
All about these,
That's the mini mud balls.
but it's still a body.
True.
Could you just
there's
let me
rules.
have that?
I'm
going for the first thing available.
You could have
a
grabbed
body.
You could have grabbed any other body there.
I mean,
Yeah.
that wouldn't have come off as well.
There's a couple over
It's
there.
over there.
I would have really had to move far. This was more dramatic. I just
It
pull
was
off to
right
the
there,
side,
yeah.
and there's a body.
Kyle, you ruined it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait. I need to look for something. Be back. I'm still here, not actually.
So,
Chad, it always is. I'm
Kyle's
used to
looking for something. What's he looking for?
it. I don't know. He's looking for
He's
something.
looking for something, but you said it's always here. So you must know.
Oh,
so
no,
let's
I was-
just
I
head
was
right
talking to
into.
Chad.
Oh, let's just. Harsh craft for Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Always.
I see at least 4 bodies. Where? Back here? Those don't count. They're not. They're not together. Do you ever move overall at your tracks? How is it handled? We're going to get into that. You save your questions. we got to go into results.
There's some people that just drive right through you. That's how it's handled for them.
That's how it's handled. So we're going to start getting into results here, and we're
And
going to
they're-
start. Well,
They're the
while
good
Kyle's
racers.
just bring up your results page, okay?
Okay. Who even ran this?
So we're going to start with Pheasantland on Tuesday night. Pheasantland Tuesday night. Big block. Jim Maycomer, Carl Wade, and Brian Beaver. Big block's kind of making a comeback. I think I'm building a big block for here, for indoor, for
There
next
you go.
season. Then BL2 Mud Boss. It was me, Steve Weller, and Dave Drees.
Nice.
Mini Mud Boss. It was Kyle, who's over there,
Somewhere.
Matt Kirkpatrick, and Sean Horning. Novice 12T, Corey Milligan, Kevin Kuzer, Carl Wade.
It's nice to see Corey finally got a
It
win.
really is. He did a good job
Yes.
Tuesday night. And wait till you hear about his night Friday.
Uh-oh.
And, you know, Carl Wade, he's one of those 12T sportsman drivers, but since there's no 12 turns, he's had to go into novice. So novice over here has become kind of the sportsman. So when you bring back your 12T, you'll be back in novice.
God, come on. Whatever.
Rookie Mud Bro. Rookie.
Monkey broke
Monkey broke boss? What?
Monkey Bro Bros. I like that one.
I can't find
Rookie
it.
Don't
Mud
Google
Bros.
that. You'll find some weird stuff.
Rookie Mud Boss. Brandon Kroll.
Let me in.
Kenzie Kuzer.
Thank you.
Jocelyn
Hi.
Darsing.
Hi, Brian.
And Superstock. Brian Stout. Me, and Corey Milligan.
Wait.
Well,
Mike
what?
Woods. Sorry, I'm racing and trying to watch you guys. It's hard to do. Where are you racing at?
Nice.
Yeah.
Give us a
Where's,
play-by-play.
where's a Monday night race at?
Well, he said he's from Syracuse at Hobbytown.
Oh, so it's way up there. We couldn't make that one.
No,
No.
we could.
We could if we made it. You could. You could. Okay.
Hey,
that
Who went to
won't
Syracuse?
happen.
Who went to Syracuse last year?
I did.
I did.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who didn't?
Who ran the most races last year?
Who didn't?
You did.
Who ran the most?
did?
Who ran the
Who
most
did?
races last year?
Who did?
By like 40.
Yeah, I ran the second most. I was still in 3 digits. Were you?
Oh,
I'm in 3 digits now. Are
no.
you? Well, we'll look that up later. We'll look that up with your 24 races.
Maybe
I was
one.
looking for the new J Body Mini Mud Balls and I couldn't find it.
No. And so that's Pheasantland Tuesday
Walt's
night.
Hobbytown, Syracuse is all on live RC.
That's Pheasantland Tuesday night. Wednesday night we got the factory. Just got to bring that up. Kyle, you're just not going to help with it, are you?
It's kind of nice. I've been thinking it the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know. All right, fine.
I mean, I'll do whatever you need.
This is Davey's favorite part of the show. He says. Factory RC Raceway Wednesday nights. Wednesday night opener. Let's see how this. Well, I'm not ready for this, but here we go. 12T Mud Boss Shane Miller, Jeff Kaminsky, and the man that you say just doesn't have it anymore, Lance Batdorf.
Yeah, you fell off.
Lance Batdorf, feel free to chime in. 13.5 Mud Boss Shane Miller, Nate Gill, Lewis Pavlovec.
Havlovac. No,
360
no,
sprint.
not Lav. It's Le.
Whatever. We got through it already. You pronounced it right. I did my best interpretation.
Are you sure?
360 sprint. Terry Hartlob, Bryson Hartlob, Chris Batdorf. Batdorf. 410 open spread. Chris Klein, Lance Batdorf, and he beat Phil Marabella. He beat Midget.
Whoa.
Garrett Williamson, Phil Marabella, Steve Brenner. Mini Mud Boss, John Pauly. Your arch nemesis in Mini Mud Boss, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Sean Good, and Scott Davies.
How many cars were there?
Just 3.
Let's see. 5.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Novice 12T, Chris Spittle, Jackson Montgomery, and Owen Wise.
I heard he's wise.
And I don't think Open Late Model ran.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So that brings us to Thursday. I can't think of anything that ran Thursday. Can you?
My mouth, but
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Friday?
Friday. You
Pheasant
want to
Lake?
do Friday?
I got it.
You do Friday.
That's right here. So, BL2 Mud Boss here at Pheasantland. We got Joe Ilg, Chad Kohler, and AA Ron.
That was me.
You got a BL2 again.
Again?
A going.
Oh, yes.
A going. Mini Mud Boss was Kermit Horning, Kyle. You got second. And Matt Kirkpatrick coming in third.
Aaron, you want to talk about that race?
Wait, which one?
The Mini Mud Boss.
Oh, the Mini Mud Boss?
You got Kermit, Kyle, and Matt.
And how you lost it on the very last lap because you're horsing around?
You mean the very last corner?
The very last corner.
Did you stop and wait?
No.
No?
He was just so busy fooling around, and I thought he had it in the bag. He had at least a straightaway lead going into 3.
Did you learn your lesson?
No, he did not, because he's going to do it again. So going into 3, he's got a straightaway lead over Kermit, and then what? Your dad got into you.
No, Sean was in front of me, and I didn't want to run up on Sean.
So you got really sideways coming out of 4.
I backed off more than I should.
The next thing I saw, Kermit zipping right on by as you're just struggling to go forward.
But also, mid part of that race, Kerm wrecked from the lead when I was trying to run him back down. And then I did wait and let him go by again. So, yes and no, I lost it screwing around and doing that. It's okay.
So
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
So you didn't learn your lesson?
I'd definitely do it again.
So moving on, got novice / 12T. I guess we're mixing them now. We got Corey Milligan again taking a win.
I know, 2 in a row.
Kevin Kuzer got second.
That kid's
and
good.
Jax Yan got third.
True. Jax was way out in front for a while.
So rookie Mud Boss, we got Rocco Hirschman, Dan Freeze,
His
and
first race?
Aubrey Rogmig.
No, that was his second race, I think.
Third or fourth.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th. Okay.
And I don't know if y'all know, but Aubrey Rogmig actually runs big car as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
SR10, we got Pete Ludwig, Joe Ilg, and Kuzer coming in third. Super Street Stock, hey Ron, you take the win.
That's me.
Rob Storms and Jay Stevens.
Rob put up a good fight for a while.
Also, it's good to see Rob's actually out of retirement and coming out.
He did put up a good fight.
Vintage Modified was Stephen Weller, Matt Kirkpatrick, and Jay Stevens. And that will round out your Friday night here at Pheasantland.
And that brings us to Saturday.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which one was Saturday?
Oh, well, let's talk about RJ's first. RJ Speedrome.
Urges?
Urges.
1/10 late model. Fred Hollinger, Gary Van Orden,
Hey,
and Jonathan Conklin.
Hey, that's not the result, though.
It's not?
No, because that's the heat results.
Is it?
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to
do it the long way.
Oops.
Novice A main. Joseph Schaefer, Dale Hellwig, and that's it.
Yeah.
Intermediate A main. Dan Schaefer, Dave Wenzel, Dave Green. It's a lot of Daves.
That is a lot of days.
Jeez.
13.5 Mud Boss. Dylan McNichol.
Went to RJ's?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh.
Brad Wilson, Brandon Snyder. You did beat Dylan that day, though.
Yeah, you right.
Win's a win.
That's C-Man did. Yeah?
No.
Okay.
17.5 foam sprint car. Kane Metzger.
Dude, that car was on a freaking rope.
A rope?
Yeah. Rope.
So basically,
Tether car.
he tethered it.
You never heard of being on a rope?
No, I never heard.
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
like
On a
it
rail.
just.
rail.
On a
But I
rail.
said on a rope. Just.
Yeah, I know you said on a
No,
rope.
I've heard
but
on
heard on rail.
I'm on a rope too.
That's for those old timers that still remember tether cars.
I guess.
Yeah.
Skunk Ball.
Les Hartzell was second.
Dave's not
Kyle
here, man.
Conklin was third.
Kyle does it better.
What'd you do now?
Probably Dylan McNichol. I'm assuming that's what he meant by Kyle does better.
Whatever, skunk boss. I'm wearing your stupid shirt. We're gonna burn it afterwards now.
Whoa.
No, I don't want to see you with a shirt off.
Wow.
I seen you with a shirt off.
Congrats.
I got pictures of it.
Why?
Where?
When you were at Ditzler's party.
Oh, yeah, we were in the pool.
Yeah.
We were in the pool.
BL2 Mud
Oh,
Boss.
yeah, yeah.
A Main.
Is
Kyle
that when we were
Canals,
trying to drown my kid?
Robert Hoffman, and Vincenzo Rossino. And Kyle finished second, but overall, mini Mud Boss win.
Look at Billy's comment.
And all I know is soap on a rope.
17.5 Street Stock A Main. Gary Hazard,
Wait,
Robert Hoffman.
wait. We're just gonna. Well, yeah, I took the mini mud ball out and ran BL too.
What?
And we were pretty close at times.
There were 3 BL2s and 1 mini Mud Boss,
Oh,
so
jeez.
Kyle ran his with that.
Actually, there's only 2 because Kyle jumped in his car because his dad had to leave. So there was only 2 the whole race.
Oh, okay. All right, well. So, yeah, you won the mini Mud Boss.
Yeah,
Good finish second at BL2.
yeah,
But there were only 2 of you?
3.
Oh, okay.
Me and Robert. And
All right, great. Well, let's do 17.5 Street Stock. We've heard your story.
let me guess, Gary Hazard.
Gary Hazard won 17.5
By the way,
Street Stock.
Gary watches our show.
Hey.
Well, he'd probably like to hear his name without you interrupting it.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. Robert Hoffman was second, and he also won $500 from Ultimate today.
He did.
Congratulations to Robert Hoffman. Chuck Eccles was third. Chuckles. Midget A Main.
Can we say something about Chuckles real quick?
Yeah, before I start Midget A Main.
Do you know how he brings his stuff in? He has so much stuff, he puts it in a freaking
Shopping cart?
grocery cart. And that's how he wheels
Hey,
it in. I
mean-
loved it.
So, Midget
It
A
works.
Main. Mike O'Brien. Doug Canals. Bobby Butler. Stock Mud Boss A Main. Kurt Nicholas.
That's kind of
Gary
surprising.
Hazard.
Gary was freaking flying.
Yeah, it looks like he was. He had the fastest lap. But must have ran into trouble.
Must have.
Yeah. Then Joey Fisher brought up third.
From the B main.
From the B main.
Yep.
Huh, you could have done that.
No, I couldn't.
17.5 Sprint Car A Main. Aaron Miller. Cade Metzger. Carter Rochinski.
Looked good in a sprint car.
I mean, there's a lot of big names he beat.
Uh-huh. He looked really good.
Yeah, he's getting really good.
Nick
Someone's going to have to send that kid to school one of these days.
Nick
so
was-
he can miss the races.
Nick was trying to figure out why the sprint car is running better than the modified. He's a modified driver.
Yeah. 1/10 late model A Main. Brett Hollinger, Gary Van Orden, Jonathan Conklin. You know probably why, because the kid probably just likes to go fast and is faster.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings us to 997.
You're gonna skip the factory?
Oh, you can do the factory. You do the factory.
Pull up 997 while
I already have it up. You want me to do it a
Alright.
while
Yeah,
you
go
bring it
ahead.
up?
Good.
997.
Fallon Car says kid is fast, Cam 2.0.
Yeah, kind of. That's what I was thinking. 997. 21.5 Touring. Jeff Cuffs. Dennis Doherty. Bob Van Wagner. 25.5 Touring. T.R. Adler. Mark Decker. Trent Daggett. Euro Truck.
Careful how you say that one. Holy.
Scott Davies. And Olivia Davies. And Isaiah Landis.
Is that his daughter?
Yes, it is. F1. Keith Keller. Mark Smith. Mark Decker. I don't see a Davies. He didn't run Formula One. Mod Touring Car. Raymond McCoy. Ben Decker. Tom James. Street Touring Stock. Richie Krenzer, Isaiah Landis, good job Isaiah, and Aaron Detweiler. USGT, there is only 2 USGT, 3 USGTs. Mark Decker, Kurt Windisch, Scott Davies. USVTA, Mike Harold, Kurt Windisch, Scott Davies again.
Windish.
I mean, Davey, he's the guy who runs so many classes just so he doesn't have to marshal.
That's smart.
That is smart. WGTR, Keith Keller, Mark Smith, George Cole. And over to you, Brando.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Well, I will just jump into Park Lane
It's
with
right there.
I know, I just found it.
Park Lane.
Because I was looking at the off-road track, not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Park Lane, I just announced it. So Park Lane had the PA State Mini Z Championship Saturday. So let's go over that.
Who comes up with that?
What?
Who made it to PA State?
I guess the governor of Pennsylvania?
I'm like thinking until
It sounds
I
good.
mean, he probably sat there and said, "We need a Mini Z Championship for this state."
I highly doubt he knows what the hell Mini Z is, but it sounds
Probably sure he does.
good. I said
2,500.
Mini Z, not Mini
Should we
D.
call him?
What's that?
Should we call him?
We should bring him online. I mean, you call Traxxas, call the governor.
What's his name?
I don't know. Do we have
Who the
one?
hell is the governor?
I don't know.
Mike Opaque.
Who?
Mike Opaque.
You know that?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
I don't know that. Penn doesn't know that.
It used to be Opaque. I don't know.
2,500
it's,
lipo stock. I mean, like, wasn't it like, I don't know. What was that guy?
Oh, it's Josh Shapiro now.
Oh, that guy. All right. 2,500 lipo stock. Ethan Miller, Grant Boyd, Richie S. They had, look at that lineup. 27 cars. Wow. Two-wheel drive Mod Pro. John Dixon. Dixon.
Whoa.
John Dixon.
Whoa.
Richie
Whoa.
S.
Whoa.
Grant Boyd.
Oh.
Two-wheel drive Mod Rookie. Dawson Miner. Mike S. Merrill Myers.
Brian Stout knew it was Josh Shapiro.
Brian Stout's smart.
Mike
not?
Opaque was definitely the governor at one point. He might have died, but
Mike Opaque?
yeah.
He's probably opaque now. All-wheel drive mod. Lee Morey. The Stig. Tommy Lane.
Stig. You know
Box Dodge.
Wait, do you know where that's from? The Stig. Do you know where that's from?
I've heard of it.
Do you know where that's from?
How don't you know?
I've heard of it.
Bro, Top Gear. Come on.
I don't really watch that much TV with that.
Mike Opaque, dude, was
Box Stock GT. Rain G. Tyler Quinn. Owen B. Pan Car. John Dixon. Grant Boyd. Richie S. I've done my duty, so we're going to pass it over to Brandon.
To the
Here, I'll do
factory. No.
To the
To
factory,
the factory
we shall
we
go.
go. Tilt Team Mud Boss, we
Far
got
drive, it
Steve
didn't
Goodhart, Kurt Kaminsky, and Jeff Kaminsky. 13.5 Mud Boss was
Louis
Louis
Pavlovic.
Zach Swanser, and Brooke Hefner.
Brooke Hefner.
He is. 360 17.5 sprint was Steve Goodhart. Brian.
No?
What?
Brock.
No. Bryson Hartlob.
No?
Terry Hartlob. 410 open sprint was Chris Klein, Phil Cooper, Casey Hess. Midget was Todd Rabble,
Yay.
Casey Hess, and Cowboy Risser.
Cowboy.
Mini Mud Boss was Sean Good. Dave Marr apparently runs a Mini Mud Boss all of a sudden now.
He does. Last
That's
2 weeks.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
last week he won.
Nice.
I think so.
And Donnie Cox coming in third. Novice 12T was Camden Kaminsky, Owen Wise, and Cooper Parr. Open late model, Casey Hess, Kurt Kaminsky, and Brian Strausser.
Now that 410 was fast, says John Bath. Chris Klein.
All right. That's the results. So we are out of here.
See you guys.
We're done. All right, so we got some topics, or do we need to go over some news? I know right now Ultimate has a deal where they're what, $10 off a BLT?
Yeah.
I'll take a BLT right now.
So they will take a $10 off a BLT. Yep, 1 day sale tomorrow, 12/5, 10 to 4. BL2S Traxxas Brushless Motor ESC combo, $10 off. So if you're looking for one, you want to save some money, go up there at Ultimate and pick one up. Any other news for you, Kyle?
Isn't Race Ready doing a product deal?
I
think
believe
so.
they are.
I think they were at least.
Yeah, they might have been. It might be.
It
over
might
now.
be over.
Yeah, they had a Black Friday, so
I
40%
think it's
off.
still going on though, unless.
Last due till December 27th.
And there is a poll at RJ's for what time they want to start oval racing on Saturdays. So everybody go on there and vote for 2 or 3.
Not gonna do drag results. No, we don't have them because they're not on Facebook.
No.
13-5 race came down to a last lap pass on the final corner, says Chad Billett. On the last lap. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
So yeah, their pool is when do you want to start racing at RJ's? 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock.
Yeah. I voted for 3. I like to start at 3 o'clock.
I voted for the 2.
2's not bad. I'll even take 1. Let's not do noon.
Factory novice winner is 4 for 4. He's doing so good.
Send Brandon up there. He'll fix that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take him out.
I'll just trash the entire field.
We'll send Carter.
No. I know. I mean, there's a few drivers here we could set up there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Coozer.
Get out there.
Go get him.
Yeah, they'll wreck the whole field.
Sunday for
Let's send Rob Storms.
Sunday for RJ's. Rob is right up there.
We could do RJ's on
He's
Sunday.
hit the outside wall.
Yeah, he was up there, so we could do RJ's. You want to do RJ's?
That's what John Bass said.
All right. Well, let's do. Was John there?
I don't know.
Oh. Maybe he was.
Oh, I think he's saying Sunday for RJ's.
Sundays at RJ's,
They're doing carpet.
yeah,
No,
there is
he
no
wants them
oval
to race
result.
Sunday.
They do with the carpet oval.
Yeah, I think he wants dirt for Sundays.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. No, we're on Saturdays.
Saturdays. I
Yeah,
like Saturdays.
Yeah, that was nice.
Saturdays at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, or 3 o'clock. One or the other.
2 o'clock.
So I recommend you all go to RJ's.
Yeah, and sway the vote at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Help us out.
If you're not going to the factory, go to RJ's.
Oh, Rob's running 12:30. That's why.
Interesting.
No, I mean anybody could vote because apparently anybody in that page voted.
Yes.
So go sway the vote at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock.
Yeah, do us a solid. If you don't race there, just go there. Do us a favor.
Yeah, 20.
And you're doing Bill Osborne a favor too, because he's there until after midnight for drag racing.
If all 22 of you vote 2 o'clock,
Yep.
it'll win. So go to RJ's Facebook page and vote 2 o'clock.
And you'd really be helping out Mark Klaus.
Wait, that might not be good for them. I don't know if they like him or not.
Oh.
But help me out because I don't want to get down here at 10 o'clock and have to go up there at.
I'm putting noon.
I will punch you. 2 o'clock. Okay. Now we split our vote. Who's winning?
No, it's still noon. 1 p.m.'s pretty far behind, but that's, I'm getting there. I think Bill should just make an executive decision and say 2 o'clock.
You do. It does say it was up to Bill Osborne.
Yeah. So basically, Aaron Miller shouldn't have made a poll.
DJ Holman's is here. Think I voted for 12 or 1. No, Palancar, no. Bad Palancar. 2.
Bad Palancar. When I see him next, it's going to be bad Palancar.
Right in for
Yes.
right in for 9 a.m. Stout, don't you put the devil on me,
Do
Ricky
it.
Bobby.
You go ahead, because you'll be the only one voting for that.
If it's 9 o'clock,
Well, he was at the military. He's used to getting up at the crack
if
of
it's
dawn.
9 o'clock, I'm not going back up to RJ's.
Yeah.
'Cause that means I gotta leave here at 7, 8 o'clock.
And barely make it for qualifying.
Yeah. I like sleep. I like resting here on Friday night and going there on a Sunday. How close is RJ's for you guys? An hour.
Yeah.
About.
Mine, that's an hour and 8 for me.
I got like
Hour
45
for me.
minutes.
I got home just a little bit before you last time.
I also stop.
I also took a wrong turn.
There you go.
So, there you go.
Well, you tried turnpike. I don't. It would be 56 minutes if I took turnpike.
It'd be 15 if I took the turnpike.
Yeah, no, I told you it's not far for you, and you're like, oh, it's so far. It's so far. Sounds like
That might actually get me there. I like my Saturday.
Yeah.
What I miss? Oh, go vote on Oval RC, Mr. Clausy.
He already did.
He has voted. He voted for 3.
three.
Because he can't make it before 1 because he's got to work.
Okay, well, either way, RJ's time, yes.
Yep.
So if we want to get extra coverage up there from Oval RC, we got to start that up at 3 o'clock.
Or 2. He'll make 2.
I think he'd rather have 3 because he gets done work at 1.
Well,
We'd like to do some practice.
oh well. I'm fine with 3.
You could just take his car out there and practice for him. Get it set up the way you like it and give it to Mark. Be like, here, it's good.
$200. Y'all need to come to the factory and race. No, I like the factory, but I'm gonna if I can try 1 hour, not 2. How do I vote around Mars? You go to RJ Speedrome's Dirt Oval page and click the 2 o'clock.
I mean, we'll
Or
go up
3.
to the factory at some point, but I think it'll probably be after January, won't it?
Bro.
I did 3 or no go, or I need another job. Well,
Get another job? So I think that's about it for news, isn't it?
I would say so.
Unless you have some news, Brandon. You have another kid?
No.
I mean, you've been not here a lot, so I figured you might be busy making babies.
Brett Hollinger said message retracted.
Huh? Oh.
I was just like, you guys are idiots. 12 o'clock.
That 3 o'clock is really nice. It's like, oh man, I don't have to get up and get up early. Plus, I'd like to, yeah, let's start at 3 o'clock. I'd get up there earlier and practice.
I like it that I could get up at 10 o'clock and leave at 11 and be there at 12 and get 2 hours of practice or 3 hours of
I
practice.
mean, if they started at 9, I don't even think my windows would be defrosted by the time I get there. It's so cold out.
Do you remember me? I do
Not
remember
this
Mars.
week.
Yeah, we remember Mars.
So, topic of discussion. Do you want to do the novice or the body?
Let's do the novice, and then we can get these guys in on the body.
What'd you do?
That happened tonight.
Well, you need a new body
I have-
from J Buddy or
I
something.
have one.
I wonder if it'll be legal here.
Here, yeah, probably. My super stock is ready for Pheasant Land, says Oval RC.
Okay.
Mine's not.
You might be racing Ditzler. I offered him my car on Tuesday night to try. So,
You know what I realized?
what?
Ditz's kid is in my school.
Yeah, you should harass him.
He's only there for like 4 periods.
No
Oh.
shoes.
All right. So anyway, about this novice thing, you wanted to talk about how can we improve novice, or does it need any improvement? I mean, what do you think?
I think the best way to improve it is what we did. We got rid of it. We got rid of 12 turn.
And now it's just 12-turn novice, and now
Yep.
it's BL2s for the sportsman.
Basically.
I mean, but then we got to track we also have rookie here, but RJ's has that rookie novice, and then it has intermediate, and then it has 12T. They got 3 classes of it. So do we. I mean, I know there's some people that say let's just get rid of novice and have these bigger fields, but at the same time, I know a lot of guys that are experienced in running 12-turn. Whenever somebody bumps up because they can't run novice, and let's just say they're very inexperienced, and they're causing a lot of chaos on the track, they're not happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine if we took half the field that runs a novice, especially the ones that are probably not going to qualify, and we put them out there and mix them in the first round of heats with all the guys that are pretty good? I mean, I think there'd be a lot of complaints.
Right now, hold on.
I think they need a place where new
How-
drivers need a place where they can come in
How
and get
late does
comfortable and run.
RJ's usually go to?
When we were there
Seven,
that 3
6,
o'clock,
7.
yeah, you were 6 or 7 the other
Yeah.
night, and then we were 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock that one night when we started at 3.
But we were hanging out though.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
that
like-
was the 3 o'clock
What
start.
time did
It
we
didn't
get
get
out
done
of there
all
when we
night.
went up?
that was a Friday night show.
Oh, that's right.
BO2 times for Pheasant Land were really close. See, I think that's what is making it nice. So everybody's complaint here. If you guys aren't familiar with Pheasant Land, we call them JGR. They have their crowd together. They are dedicated to this stuff, and they put a lot of time in their cars. It's not in front of their own. They're good guys. But now we did stock tires and a gear roll to BO2, and it brought the field. We
Closer.
were this far apart.
We got the problem.
Now we're
where-
this far apart.
We got the problem now What Barry say? No.
Oh yeah.
We got the problem now. It's just the track is just so different from last year because they put a traction coating on it that it doesn't react the same with what we were doing last year. It's very hard. Like you were out here tonight trying to get your car to work, and it just wants to push. Your same setup from last year, it just won't turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was having that same problem too. Like after you do warm ups, feel fine, and then you go out there and race, and then it just pushes.
But I think now that the BO2's at Pheasantland, now we're not talking about every track now. We're talking about Pheasantland.
Things have brought things closer together.
Stock tires, stock killing with the BO2, which we're finding out at almost every track, even at RJ's when they ran BO2s.
They're faster.
No, they're close in times.
Okay, they're close in times to each other.
They're very close.
What we found here is that everybody seems to be on the same power level. It's just ever since they put that coating down the track, there's not this linear progression from here's the fast guy to the slower guy.
Yeah.
Now it's like fast guy, then it jumps up like this and it's just all over the place with people and their times. They're just one guy's running a 5.2, the next guy's running a 5.5, then somebody else is running a 5.7. Where before it was like 5.1, 5.2, 5.3s.
I disagree with Barry completely.
Yeah.
Should be factory Traxxas trucks, no limiters, no adding anything but stock parts and stock batteries.
So,
you don't. Put
I would like to
You don't
see-
put limiters in there. You're not going to be able to drive.
Well, in here, yes.
Yeah.
In here, yes. But outside,
on dirt, completely different story. You
I
can
think that'd
definitely
make
drive
an
that,
interesting
yeah.
class. I
Yeah.
mean, Groover
Yeah.
did something like that down south where it had to be basically bone stock controller, no limiters. They checked the ride height.
Mhm.
It was just a completely stock car. That sounds like that would be fun.
But I don't think that should be novice, okay? So when you move up, you're just completely out of the room.
I mean, that is the one thing they don't learn anything about tuning the cars. Other than
They
putting
can
the
learn
clip
how
in
to
there.
drive. That's about it.
Yeah.
But they learn nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
if you give the guy then he gives you, here you go. Here's this car that has limiters, that's going to turn, and all this other stuff. They're going to go, how the hell do I drive that?
Yeah.
What do I do?
But if they do a season of novice, they're going to start getting to know guys around the track. So they're going to be like, hey, I'm bumping up. What do I do for setup? And they'll tell them, like, hey, try this. Put this setup in.
I think that worked for rookie.
I think it would.
Mm-hmm.
It would, but the problem is the guys that are running rookie, or especially the kids running rookie, they're usually using dad's car. And so they're going out there to run rookie. And so that car's already set up to run novice or sportsman. So what are you going to do? Say, well, your kid's going to have to run a box stock car. Well, I don't want to buy him another car just to come out here and have fun and see if he likes it.
But I don't think rookie this year, anybody is running somebody else's car.
No, but I mean, you got one guy out there running a late model.
Mm-hmm.
Several guys that are running old 12 turns that people sold them.
Yeah.
That are already set up. I mean, it would be hard to please it just for that. I get what you're saying, but it would be a fun class unto itself. I mean, I would enjoy running a class like that.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
But I think rookie, I'm sorry, not okay, Barry says
okay.
rookie. Barry means rookie, not novice. Here's what doesn't make sense. BO2 is super stock and Traxxas parts only. BO2 is Traxxas and fixed gear. Rookie is fixed gear. Novice is open tire, open gear, and RPM parts. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, we basically took it back to basics where you're almost running that completely stock car.
Yep.
So we're allowed to change the controllers and put limiters in.
Run novice, then that's the only class. Yeah, but you don't want to, Mark, you can't run novice and 12-3 guys together because there's too big of a gap.
Wait,
To
run
me,
novice, then
it
that's
almost
the
seems
only
like
class?
all the 12T guys.
You mean
bumped
put the
up to
rookies into novice?
DL2s.
That, I don't know.
What?
Rookie and novice, I think they're too big of a gap anymore.
But we used to do that, like, that didn't show up until the middle of our first year here.
No, 2 years ago it started.
Yeah, that was the middle of our first year. But yes, it was. Not last year, but the season before. Because he started running, and it wasn't here until about halfway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
And, the reason why they did it is because there were a lot of guys that they couldn't go around the track.
Yeah.
And we had to slow them down. And, these guys all want to learn how to drive, and you came up from rookie.
Yep.
Marks.
RJ came up from rookie.
I went rookie.
Kennecut came up from rookie.
Yeah, went from rookie,
Right.
winter season, part
Yeah.
of winter season.
Right.
Went outdoor novice.
So it's not like you didn't learn anything.
No.
So
But at the same time, too, you faced challenges out there with some of the other drivers, didn't you?
So, Oval RC, if you run novice, then you can't run another class. That will kill Veselin.
Yes.
Then you're thinking as a driver's perspective, yes, but as an owner's perspective, you're taking away 10 entries.
I get his point from a driver's perspective. Yes, I get that. But you're right. From there, I mean, it's going to hurt the bottom
Okay,
line.
now look.
Unless,
now think about
unless
this.
the guys that want to run,
Real-
the guys that want to run more than one class besides novice, they have the option of bumping up,
Because okay,
Hey, real
and they
quick-
would still
real
run a
quick with
12T
this,
Sportsman.
With the Brett and what Mark said, intermediate class like RJ's, no intermediate. We basically have it. We have rookie, we have novice. The only difference is what those classes are named at RJ's in here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, kind of.
That is it.
Yeah.
yeah, because they have novice, intermediate,
Right.
12 third. We have rookie, novice, 12 third.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not anymore, but
I mean, you could call it intermediate at this point because now you got sportsman drivers running that because
Yes.
they have a 12 turn.
and my thing is okay. If you run novice, you can't run anything else. Okay, Corey Milligan, Rob Storms, Jordan,
I agree, but at the same time too,
Kuzer.
those
Jace.
three guys could say, "Hey, well, we'll just run sportsman," and that would get them out of novice, and we could still have a 12T sportsman.
Or those three guys say, okay, I'm just gonna
I
run
mean,
novice.
That's yeah.
Then it's like, oh, we just lost 30 entries or 20 entries. Oh,
Right.
now we're down to whatever entries, and now we're doing.
You both got points. I mean, there's no easy solution for that, but in the end,
Mm-hmm.
it comes down to what keeps the track open
Yeah.
to race
Yes.
it.
I don't like the people abusing novice.
What would you mean by that?
If you're winning week in and week out, and if you won point titles here or other places,
Bump up?
time to go. If you won a point title last year and you didn't move up this year, that's not right.
Well, you won the point title last year and you bumped up.
I won a point title here. I bumped up.
Yeah.
I bumped up. Alex bumped up. You bumped up.
Well, hell, even last year, even if I wouldn't have won the point title, if I made second, third, fourth, fifth, I would have bumped up.
Right.
If you can afford to run more than one class, you can run with the rest.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, it's just one of those that those drivers did. Like your dad likes to run more than one class.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's good enough to run 12T.
Yeah. Okay. So if he says, "Okay, I'm not running anything else besides novice now,"
Then that hurts him.
you're
right.
okay. Now take Jace.
Yeah.
Now Jace don't even run novice anymore.
No, he doesn't. he
Take
doesn't
Rob
run.
Storms.
Yeah.
Okay, novice.
Mini mud
Mini, SR, not SR10.
Superstock.
Superstock.
Cars.
Okay, so there's a 40,
Right.
20, 15,
Yeah, 45.
and then I think it's 10, or maybe it's 15. But either way, say it's at $50.
Yeah.
You took $50 down to 20.
Yeah.
He just lost $30.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna go, well, if I can't compete a novice, I don't want to run anything else.
I understand that from that point of view, but at the same time, Mark has a good point of view. There's not a real good solution to this. I mean, it comes down to, well, why don't these guys want to move up?
Because they don't want to try hard enough to compete.
Okay.
But now, we got rid of that reason. Because BL2 is just as competitive across the board.
Yeah. And we've seen a couple guys from novice bump up into BL2.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you know what? We're done running those brush motors. We want to run the brushless. And they've come out and they run BL2. I mean,
I think it might be time to call the BL2 class the sportsman class.
kind of is. That's what it's become at this point. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Until Traxxas completely switches over to the BL2 system
Well, I mean, they
and the
basically have.
12Ts are done.
Yeah.
I
It's not up to Traxxas. It's up to the drivers
Yeah.
and the tracks.
yeah.
Whether or not they want to keep running 12 turn or they want to move over to the BL2.
But how long can they?
I feel that if
They
you,
could really, as long as they want to, as long as drivers keep coming out.
I
mean, they'll
feel
always have
that
a,
if you could drive a different car with mostly the same guy, and yet they're running novice and not up with the big guys.
I mean, I'll share my personal feelings. When I was running novice, I felt I should just run novice. I should sit there and focus on that and not run anything else.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
We
I
ran
know
late-
you don't
we
know
ran
about
late-
that, but
we
that's-
ran late model.
No, I didn't. Not while running novice. When I ran novice here, I only ran novice, nothing else.
I mean, hell, rookie, novice, both those seasons.
Yeah.
Outdoor novice, I dabbled with a sprint car.
Yeah.
Moved up to sportsman.
I didn't touch
I-
anything,
I-
and like I remember, there was one of my buddies. He
Yeah.
was running everything else, including novice, and
Yes.
it's like, well, now you can't focus on novice, and we could see that you've already gone backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
Now Pete does have a good point. He says, but here's the problem. Luke won points last year. Now he needs another car to bump up.
Yeah.
This is another problem. Because now there's no 12 turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could always go back to running novice, or he could just get a BL2 and run with us.
His current car has RPM parts on it and 12D XL5. So now he'd have to buy a $100 system just to run
Yeah,
with it.
and take parts off.
This whole thing is because this whole problem is none of the novice guys moved up. That's what it is.
I mean, you were probably you and Kenny, when Kenny did race, were the only two drivers that really moved up.
No, Alex.
Alex, well, that was with us. I'm talking about his generation.
Oh yeah.
When we
RJ
did it, we all
RJ
moved
would've-
up.
RJ probably would have moved up.
Tanner.
RJ moved
Tanner
up.
Oh yeah, he
Tanner-
actually did move up before
did
they
move up.
Tanner was
Yeah.
gonna move up.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then he just didn't have enough time to race, and so he kind of fell behind.
He don't have a BL2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kevin.
I mean, hell.
Kevin, my dad, Brian, Sean. Who else is out there that should have moved up?
Well, hell, here.
Brandon would have moved up.
He moved up.
I did.
I'm saying, but you would have moved up. There's 5 guys right there that could have been 12
Yeah.
turn.
Kermit, whenever he runs a 12 turn, will run
But-
sportsman.
Yes.
And at the beginning of this year, when we were doing the fun races, everything was mixed. Who was I racing against? It was your dad, Coozer. Coozer actually beat me.
Yeah.
Kuzer would have point title last year.
I mean,
Tanner, he would have moved up. There's 6.
Tanner, when Tanner's car is good and not messed up
But-
and acting up, Tanner's very
Tanner
good.
would have moved up. Tanner was planning on moving up.
Yep.
There's guys that
Wait,
should have
Mark
moved
said
up.
he should be intermediate.
I see.
No, he should be sportsman.
If novice is open tire, open gear, and RPM parts, why is it called novice?
Well,
Sound-
that's the legacy rule from 12T Sportsman. 12T Sportsman could run that,
Mm-hmm.
and then novice also could,
Yep.
because novice was just a designation of how your driver status, not the car status.
Those parts.
Now with BL2,
those parts were
when
just,
you guys came up with the rules for BLT, when you started running them, you guys wanted to keep it down as simple as possible to try and make things even. Stock tires, no Banditos, Hoosiers, anything like that.
Mhm.
You wanted to keep it stock tires and stock parts. You wanted to
Yep.
keep it basically salvage rules.
Yes. And all those RPM parts wasn't performance wise. That was durability part.
That was
wise.
durability.
Just like how we are allowed to run an aluminum bell crank indoors here.
That was the one thing you made a concession with. You allowed aluminum.
Mhm.
The reason for racing is to move up in the first place. Says Barry.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree, but that's their personal preference. They choose not to move up, and well, that's fine. But I mean, you got to think. And I agree with you there. If you're winning every single race, why are you taking away the wins from all those other guys that are trying to learn how to win and how to race? Because if you don't learn how to win, you're not going to really be able to move up.
The novice.
Because you see a lot of those drivers out there, they're trying to chase somebody down, and they're killing themselves to try and keep up with them.
The problem is there's 4 or 5. There's probably 3 or 4 novice guys running 5.6s.
Yeah.
The rest of the field's running 6.0s.
Yes.
So the 6.0 guys are moving out of the 5.6 guys' ways and having no clue what they're doing.
We had that problem when we ran it.
Yeah.
We were running 5.3s, and everybody else was running 5.7s.
Yep.
And they'd either get in a wreck with us, or we'd wreck them because we'd be going so fast.
But we bumped up.
Yes.
Why? I don't understand. The thing is, they didn't bump up. We missed the year of bump ups.
Yeah.
I like the way the factory does it. If you're top 3 in points, you're forced to go up.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I mean, I think that's a good rule.
You got to go.
But you got to talk to the people in charge and say, hey, this is the way it should be. But how many people will just say, well, I'm not going to run?
Yep.
But I at the same time, it's like, well, how long do you just want to sit there and just keep
Nope.
outrunning guys that are just learning how to drive?
Yeah.
That's
And here's the other thing.
that's not fun for you or them.
Here's the other thing. How many guys aren't like I'm dedicated, but I'm not dedicated. Okay, I'm
So
never
guys that are semi-serious that'll go like, you know what, I'm going to do some work, but I'm not going to do
the full
the Dave Peak level of work.
Yeah.
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 So those guys are going to get discouraged. If they're not finishing the top 3 or top 4 ever, they're not going to want to run anymore.
No.
I mean, we had veteran guys leave here because they couldn't compete with them.
Yeah.
A lot of veteran guys left
Yeah.
because they couldn't put the work in anymore. You couldn't put the work in. They didn't know how to get faster, so they just quit.
So then, like with Mark saying, Mark doesn't want to be able to. Mark doesn't have the time and doesn't want to put in that level of work. So he's saying he wants to be an intermediate.
Yeah.
I mean, so should there be a novice and then an intermediate and then a 12 turn?
Then you get to the people saying there's too many classes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, I say just run all the classes at the same time and mix them in. Dual classes running at the same time.
See, now
So then you might as well just go right in that class.
Brian Stout, I like that. No points for novice, they'll move up then. Same reason rookie had to move up, because there was no points.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially now that we're doing the shorter season, there's probably a good reason not to do that.
Here's my question.
Before we did a 20-week season, and it's like, okay, well, you know, that's a long time to be freaking running. But, you know, now that there's shorter seasons, they're like, hey, you're just here to practice and learn how to move up. So
But now
maybe cut it out.
I
for
think with
points.
the BL2s, more guys are moving up now.
Because they don't have any other choice if they want to run it.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of guys that are planning on getting BL2s for Christmas,
mhm.
so now they're going to have to move up.
Like Brian Hornig, he's moving up. My dad's moving up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your dad's going to move up?
Yeah.
All right. Pete
He's-
Sapolo's already moved up.
He moved up.
If I get a BL2, does that am I considered moving up again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're just being sportsman. So this is now you got to think also.
Sportsman
This
2.0.
is a temporary transition unless everybody decides over the summer they really hate BL2s and they all want to go back to 12 turn. This is all just temporary, and
That'll be interesting.
By
if
next-
people hate the BL2.
by next year, starting 2025, I don't. If it all goes well, you probably won't see any 12 turns really,
I don't think so.
except in minis. But even then, I imagine Traxxas will phase that out because, hey, we can throw this BL2 on that just as well. You know, ain't any more money.
I'm just saying I should be because I'm slow, says Mark. Mark, you were on a pole in the B main. You're not slow.
Mark, you've run pretty fast outside. So, didn't he TQ at Ultimate once?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you're not slow.
I don't know.
You've come out here. He's only run 12. His 12T car, whether it's a BL2 or a 12T, twice or once.
Yeah.
You gotta put some work into it. I mean, look at you. You've been out there every week, and your car's still a slug. But you can't figure it out. Started out fast. So I mean, you know, it's gonna take work.
I just think
I think Mark's experience level, though. I mean, he's definitely more of a
there's no novice or Grammy. There's sportsmen.
high level.
It's
Sportsman
sportsman.
and big
Sportsman.
block.
Sportsman is novice.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's no easy solution to this.
Get rid of everything.
One giant class. Run what you brung.
Yeah, no.
I'll bring my Losimoto MX.
I'll bring the X-Max.
I'll announce.
I'll bring that Creighton 8S.
There
You
you
ain't
go.
making a corner.
That's fine. But
And there's
no one
guys-
else will be when I run
And
right
there's
through 'em.
guys that run 358s, not run great. That run great. That's true. There's guys that ran modified and went down to sportsman.
Yeah. I don't know.
So maybe is there a problem? Maybe there's not a problem.
I don't really see it as a problem, especially with what we've seen this year once the BL2 started. I mean, a lot of guys moved up from novice into there. Novice is kind of, you know, it's got a decent car count, but BL2 has gotten a decent car count as well. I mean,
It's definitely a
we
very
sent people home
strange-
Friday night, didn't
Yeah, we
we?
had to be man.
Yeah, we sent people home, and that's you know, hasn't happened for a while on a Friday night for 12T. or
It's
sports
definitely a
night.
very strange transitional year winter
Yeah, right.
time right now. So
But no matter what, there needs to be a novice class. Whether or not, you know, it's up to the track. Ultimate, I think their rules are you race novice, you only race novice. But I think at the same time too, when you look at, you know, the novice drivers that are usually running here versus the ones running up.
Now wait, we gotta read that. Bones. My son and I just started racing novice this past summer, and we were having fun racing against people who run multiple classes. It's a challenge for us to get better and set up the cars better. See, I agree.
Yeah.
It's they say you got to run with the fast guys to be competitive. If you get up to run like a late model, where the great late models and the BL2s, they're not as competitive and they're a smaller crowd. You get that experience of running with the bigger guy, but you're not interfering with the guys that care about. Like right now, it was 12-3, now it's BL2. Guys cared more about that than their late models and other stuff. You get the experience running with the big guys, but you're not running in the big guy's way.
yes,
I think here too at Pheasant Land, we got a different kind of novice class.
We do. Novice class here is probably the most competitive novice class here.
Yes, I
Oh my
mean,
gosh,
you know,
yes.
when you raced at other places in novice, how was it?
I think I won every race besides one at factory.
Right.
I I think our novice class really is the sportsman class. If you go anywhere else,
I,
It would
for the
go,
most part,
they wouldn't. I would say top level sportsmen, but they'd probably be in there.
yes,
I mean, when Aiden Weller ran here in novice and then he ran up at ultimate, I mean, he
class the field.
yes,
Yeah.
and they yelled that he was too fast and he should get out of novice.
And if you
But
look,
he you know, he doesn't have the experience
perfect
really
example.
to bump
Perfect
up.
example. We went to Syracuse last night. Went to the big
Last
race,
night.
the Gathering.
last night, man.
Last year.
Oh, you said last
You
night.
I
did
did
say
uh,
last night.
Last year, but we went to Syracuse for the Gathering last year.
Yeah.
I ran novice because that's what I was running.
Yeah.
I wasn't running. Made it to the B main, first
Yeah.
first loser.
Yeah.
I didn't bump into the A main. So
Novice and rookie together, the points will set the field or stack the heats. The fast ones will come up to the top. I don't know if you could put rookie and novice together.
Some of the rookies you can, other ones, I mean, yeah. I mean, we had
We got moved down this week.
some drivers when they were running rookie.
Moved down to not rookie.
wow.
They would be doing a circle on the front stretch as you just put them a lap down and put them 3 laps down before they would get it straightened out to go back
That's
on the track.
okay.
I mean,
well, I'm not
that's
gonna pick
it.
on him, but look at Colson.
Yeah,
Colson Zornig. You put him out there in novice, he's not gonna make 3 laps.
He's going to destroy the field.
Yep, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He's either going to destroy the field or he's going to.
But, you know, maybe that's the case for the under 15 class. But we never get enough drivers under 15 usually.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And
But
that's-
then there's
that's
also
honestly
some
where the
older
rookie-
drivers that, you know, they want to come out, they want to have fun. But, you know, they're not ready for high-speed competition.
But look at Brandon Kroll. He's the opposite. He moved up to novice this week and qualified.
Yeah,
And looked
he really
good.
good. Yeah, he looked good his very first race.
When we ran our Super Stock Series and Tri Series, we didn't have a novice class. I'd have to say the novice racing with the better guys ultimately make them push to be consistent. You need a goal to catch.
Mhm.
You need someone to race with to catch up to. Look at our. I wish I could go back to our group, Aaron.
Mhm.
We had 4 top-notch guys week in and week out, and we struggled to stay with each other.
Yeah,
But that made us better, and that group moved up.
yeah. Then we struggled to
That
keep
would-
up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you were running 6th every week, would you still be here?
I don't think so.
If you
No.
did everything that you knew,
Especially if you're never qualifying. If you're never qualifying for a main, let's say, you know, we were here and they mixed them all together, so now there'd be a D main, maybe. And if all you ever got up to was the C main, how long are you going to keep at it?
if I put all the time into effort,
It's not like you're going to a big national event and it's like, oh man, I made the D main out of, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K mains. I made the D main. That's not bad. It's like, you come out to your local racetrack, you never get past the C or D main. I mean, how long are you going to keep at it?
You're not.
You're not. You're going to be like, well, I guess I'm not cut out for this.
I can save about $20.
And yeah, they'll go, well, maybe I do better at this class, but do I really want to spend more money and invest more into this, but I'm not doing well already, and I'm getting pretty frustrated.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's...
You can only get kicked in the head by the same person
Yes.
before you avoid that person.
I mean, in the end, this is about trying to...
Have
I
fun.
hate to use the word being inclusive, to let everybody run and have a class they can run in and feel comfortable and have fun with. It's not, not all these guys, they don't want to win, but they just want to be able to run and feel like they're competitive.
See, I hate the thing people are saying, too many classes. Why is there too many classes? Because they're having fun.
Yes, that's the thing, and that's why I agree with you on that. It's like, these guys are having fun. They found a class that's like, you know what, I'm not going to be a top-notch 12T Mud Boss driver. I'm not ever going to be a really good sprint car driver, but I could drive one of these mini Mud Bosses and I'm having a great time,
Or
and
the
I'm looking good out there.
Or the
and
vintage.
yes.
Super stocks.
Super
yeah.
stock.
Right, I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, we got to stay an extra 15 minutes later.
No.
Everybody wants a trophy. No.
No, not everybody wants a trophy.
We just want to go out and have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And these guys don't. They could go out there. I qualified for the A main today.
Yeah.
And they wind up running 5th, and they're like, I was actually competitive. I feel good about that.
Well, hell,
that's
super stock
really
class, the super stock class. That super stock class was made up before word was even brought up about the new BLT's motors.
Yeah.
Why was that class made? Because it was going to be a 13.5 just stock system.
Well, we decided
Brushless
that
motor,
because we didn't want to
same
keep
as-
wasting 12T motors.
Exactly.
It's like, well,
And
if you're already running 12T, and those guys are also running 12T novice, do you want to have another car you got to keep throwing 12Ts at? No.
Kohler Brothers. Some of our novices and rookies made A, B, and C mains 25 plus super stocks with week in and week out. And they had a blast doing it.
Yeah.
And that's sad. That should motivate it. Stout, if you were out there running 10th for 2 years straight, you'd stop being motivated.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd
There's
be,
a lot
I'd
of guys here
I'd
that
be like,
do
I'm
that.
done. Dude, I sit there now, I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. Well, I'm getting real frustrated. I'm getting tired of running it.
There's a lot of guys here that have run, that we've run with, that have given up because they could never do decent. They might be able to put together a decent run now and then, but they could never figure out how to really get the car to go
I moved to
fast
12T.
and how to avoid all the wrecks and do well.
I sucked, but it motivated me. Okay, but what if you have the raw talent to drive these cars?
Yeah.
There's some guys that just can't.
There's some guys
Yeah.
that couldn't go straight down a straightaway.
No.
There honestly are. I mean, it's just, and I was talking to you about that the other night. It's just, first time I picked up a controller, I was like, oh yeah, I understand how to do this. You didn't have to explain to me, like, go this way, turn left, this way, turn right, and
Okay.
you felt the car.
There's
other guys out there.
I don't
it's
want to
like,
pick on him.
they're like all over the place.
I'm
It's like
not-
I can't control
I'm
this
not going
thing.
to pick on him.
What?
Where's your dad be running 12 turn right now?
No, God, no, he would not.
Your
be.
dad is one of the smartest guys when it comes to cars and everything. He'd be like, he goes,
He's a legend. He's a
Yeah.
two-time
He's a
firecracker.
40 winner.
Yeah.
But there's still guys who could race real cars. They can't do this.
Yes.
Yeah. He
Perfect
could build.
example.
Think about his car that he had, his vintage car.
Yeah.
If he built that thing and it was great,
Right.
he couldn't drive it.
No, he set up his car sometimes way better than mine. It's like, try this. Well, yeah, that's really good. Remember the time I almost ran down Weller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
With
then,
his car. And then took it out the next week and it glitched and went right into the forklift.
but he was just out there having fun.
Right.
And then he got discouraged because they yelled at him for being in the way.
Yep.
And now he doesn't come back.
Yep. That's what it comes down
He
to.
is 80 goddamn years old,
Right.
just trying to have fun, and some asshole is gonna yell at him for being in the way. I would have flipped out. If he was
Yeah, we were unhappy with that guy for a few weeks.
if
weren't
he
we?
if he was standing next to me, I would have told that guy right off. He's having fun.
I mean, that's what it comes down to, and it's like we're all too competitive about it sometimes.
We're not putting multi-million dollars into these RC cars.
No.
Except-
And guys don't want to put a lot of money into it because they're like, I got to do this to have fun. This is my stress relief. I'm going. I was just talking to one this week. They're having a lot of financial troubles, but they're like, the last thing I want to do is get rid of my car because this is how I blow off stress.
Yep.
It's $20 a week. It's the one thing I splurge on and go out and have fun. So, yeah, remember that when we're all bitching about somebody running into us.
No.
Now there's some people we both yelled at
Oh yeah.
because it's like, why did you do that stupid move again?
Okay.
It
Now-
happens week in and week out.
Take that guy that has $20 to go have fun, and now maybe he's a good driver now.
Yeah,
You got to move up. Move
Yeah.
up now. Move
Yeah.
up right now.
right.
You're too good. Move
And
up.
let's
Oh,
just face
now
it.
I'm
Like
12th.
let's just come out and say, like, when you're talking about guy that keeps winning races after race after race, and novice, you're talking about Kuzer.
Most of the time.
And my thoughts are, yeah, he's won a lot of races, but you know what? If he doesn't want to move up, fine, then let him. But as long as he's respectful to the rest of the guys he's running with and understands, like, hey, you know what? I don't have to be balls out for this. I'm already good. Let me help elevate these other guys to get them better. And he, apparently he's been doing that with Corey because Corey's been looking good. And we've been trying to give Corey support there too. Like, hey, Corey, come on out here. Try this. Do this.
You know,
Do
I
the
just
other
thought
thing.
of something. For these people that we or anybody says that should be moving up at a novice, why don't you take that one night, take a night, you let them run the novice, you force them to run 12T as well. I know the rule is you can't run both classes, but you force them to run both classes for that one night
Just
to
to see how they
how
can
they
do,
do.
and see if
if
they
they
like
do
it.
well, and if they like it,
But if they
you
like it,
you have
yes.
them move.
Listen, Kuzer's happy where he's at, and I understand he doesn't want to he wants to go out there and have fun on his
Yeah,
level. He
yeah.
doesn't want to put in the extra work that you got to put into. You know how much extra work that is to run sportsman versus novice. You know how much that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Power car. Some people take it way too seriously. It's a toy car. Yep.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're going up to Motorama to run there and you're spending, how much is it for an entry fee? You're taking it pretty seriously, and yeah, you don't want to have certain rookie drivers out there running circles around the front stretch and taking you out. So
If you're doing it for the trophy and not having fun, then you should rethink. It's more fun and means more to get that trophy at the point. Then yes, you could be trying to get a trophy, but if you're,
well, I do like trophies.
but you're not going down an hours to get one.
No, I'm not. No.
Look at the last couple of weeks. Look at last week, 2 weeks ago. We're like, we don't want to pass Carter. He's an 8-year-old kid. His qualifying
Yeah.
is going to make him more happy that he qualified than me and him are qualified. We're like, Carter, just go. You qualify.
Yeah.
We're going to pass the other guy and try to qualify. But Carter, you qualify because you mean more to us. That main spot doesn't mean shit to me. He's just going to have fun as a kid.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, so in the end, we've determined that we should have novice. Our thoughts are that we should still have novice, and we shouldn't ride people about moving up.
Except Kuzer.
It's Kuzer.
It's Kuzer. It's Kuzer.
I mean, if he wants to run there, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. As long as he's using his experience and skills and paying it back to those guys that are running below him. Say, hey, here, try this, do this, and helping them out.
My
And if
thing,
he's doing that, that's great.
My
And he doesn't want to go through all the extra effort and BS that you got to do to run 12T.
my thing
'Cause
with
it is more
racing
work.
is, I'd rather outdrive you than outside up you. I
But
don't-
here's the thing, it's not like
Speak of the devil.
Kuzer.
Yeah.
Well, what's he say? Is he on here?
He texted me,
Oh, okay. Because he heard us talking about him.
apparently.
No. I mean, it's not like we're running, spending $30,000 a year to run these damn things.
No.
Wait,
So-
you're not?
I know
You are?
You are. With your 5 races
That's
a year.
like that meme. It's like that meme. How many cars do you guys have?
And it's I don't have a problem with additional classes. I mean, if those guys are running and they're happy about it, and if it grows, like look at Mini Mud Boss. Someone probably would have said at some point, "Why do we need another class?" And now, like a bunch of guys have gotten into it, they like it, and now it's grown.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be classes coming and
the
going.
king is run as long as I have.
What's that?
The King has been running as long as I have, says Dave. Rename the class, and that fixes all the problems.
What, novice? What should we call it?
12T Sportsman.
12T intermediate? I mean, it is 12T Sportsman right now, whether they like it or not. They're the sportsman class. If someone comes here, if Dave Peak shows up and says, I want to run 12T Sportsman, you're directing them right there. That's what happens. If Joe and those guys decide, hey, we're done with this BL2 crap, and decide to take their cars and say, we want to run 12T, they're going right into novice. Unless, of course, there's 3 or more 12T Sportsmen. And then they'll go, hey, do you guys want to run together? And they'll be like, no, we want to run with other people.
Jamie Belfort. I raced all summer, didn't win. The last 3 weeks, I've won 17.5 sprint, TQ, and A main. Mud Boss, TQ, A main, and just won the Toys for Tots crate. Them all 150. Never give up attitude. See, you have that. Something like that.
Right. But, you know, he also has really good talent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at, not to pick on him, but look at Ditzler.
Yeah.
Happiest day of his life was when he won a race out there in novice.
Yeah, then moved up and he don't race no more.
Yes. Then
Yeah.
he moved up and he doesn't race anymore because he realized, I don't want to put in that. You're doing
But he
what
was
to your car? That's stupid.
He was hanging though. When he-
No.
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 No, at
No.
the beginning,
No.
outdoor at the beginning when he was hanging at the beginning there.
No.
No.
I don't know. I thought he was.
No.
No. No. I mean, it's, you know.
To me, it seemed like he was faster at least.
He
Than
was faster, but he wasn't.
novice.
Yeah.
When we
I
ran.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the problem is, it's like, you know, no matter how many times you want to try it, you can't just bring out any of your junk tires or anything like that. It's like, well, I guess I got to go buy new tires. This one ain't quite right. So, I mean, it's really competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got to really enjoy that. But I mean, there's just some people that it's going to be a bigger learning curve learning how to drive this than it is for some other people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people already got an affinity to it. Other people, they just don't. There's, how many times have we seen somebody go out there the first time and they can't even go straight?
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, it happens a lot.
Cole's has been around for a season and a half. He still can't go straight.
Yeah. And there's some people you throw them out there and it's like, oh, okay, it's like second nature.
Like Tanner. Tanner was
Yes.
good like that.
Right.
Well, here, did you play video games?
Of course I did. I was a kid that
Kyle,
had
did
video
you?
games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
played Mario Kart all the time.
The three of us are pretty good. Now go ask somebody that's
I mean,
not
the first
greatest, see if they played
The
video
first
games.
time I picked up an RC car, no one had to explain the controller to me. I've given it to my son who played video games, and once the car starts coming towards him, then I realize, you don't know which way to turn, do you? And I have to say, you got to turn it that way. I mean, I've anytime I drove it, when the car's coming at me, like my dad will say, I get confused which way to turn. I've never thought about it. It's never been a thought in my mind.
Mhm.
It's just like you just turn it. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
You give me a stick controller, you give me a wheel controller, it didn't matter. So, some people, they just can't.
Yeah.
It's just like some people, they still use stick controllers. I was watching those nationals down in Florida, the off-road. There was somebody there using sticks still.
That's crazy.
So, 2024, they're still using stick controllers.
To drive a car, not a plane.
Yes, off-road too.
Has a track, road, and entries. New guy starting out maybe intimidated, but the same winner every week, just like 12T was.
I agree. I do agree, and that's
But there's been a lot of different winners this year. Novice.
there has, and that's where. That's where Kevin's the senior guy there. Like, he should be helping those guys get up there so they can run against them.
By the
Now,
way-
your dad doesn't need any help from Kevin. Corey could. I mean, who else out there could probably use some help from him?
Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
Brian, Beaver.
Yeah, and Brian's been looking good, and Rick was really looking good outside. Rick hasn't got it figured out for the indoor yet.
Rick was picking my brain for
Yeah.
outdoor, and
Jamie Belfort.
Yeah.
he
And
said
Rick
he
was
used
looking
it,
good
and
outside.
He looked good.
And Brian's been getting more and more
Yep.
consistent. So, it's part of. If you're experienced at it, it's part of your responsibility to go down there and help
Yep.
those other guys.
And that's not even to mention that's how you grow the hobby.
Yeah, and
You
one of the
help each
reasons
other.
why the hobby does grow, and why every year we see where do we get our new guys from that come out the race. Usually when you've been in it for a while, most of these guys, they pick the track. This is where I'm racing. This is where I'm racing. But, you know, you usually rely on that influx of new blood to come in. And then that new blood out of it, you know, they'll run for a season. Half of the new guys you won't see again. The other half, they'll come out. And out of that other half that lasts, only about half of that keep consistently doing it.
Yes.
And out of that half that keep consistently doing that, only one or two, so probably less than half of that, will actually travel and go to other tracks.
And that, but like,
How many other people we race with have gone out and ran other tracks? Out of you and I that moved up, Alex still races, but he stays here.
yep.
Sydney doesn't race anymore. And John Hess, he doesn't race anymore either.
Nope.
No. So we're the only two.
Out of our group that moved up.
And yes, and one of those people, they race here. That's it. I've seen Alex go up to RJ's, but that's once in a blue moon.
What
But,
about my
we
group
go
then?
all over.
You had me, RJ came with us a couple of times to the factory.
Yeah.
Tanner.
But RJ's moved, so he's kind of
RJ's he's not around here
yeah,
anymore.
Tanner don't.
Yeah, Tanner doesn't
That's good
travel.
with me.
You don't
He
really
was.
travel that much.
Oh.
You go out once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
My time.
reasons why, but
Yeah.
you don't go out that much.
Kermit Shaw.
I would like to do it more, but
You got a new
obviously,
kid.
Yeah.
Kermit Shaw, I guess, would be
And other
technically
crap.
in our group.
Yeah, and those guys travel all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's
Beaver
that's
said,
it. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot. The idea is like bring in new people to get them interested in this, and then try to get them to stay. And the less that stay, the less we have to run with.
you know, about helping other people out. Saturday alone, I had Bill Osborne helping me, Gary Haggard helping me,
Yeah.
Les Hartzell trying to help me, Aaron Miller was helping me.
And what I see from those like really experienced guys that are really good.
Roger Floor's been helping us.
Yes, those really experienced. They're happy to help people.
Yeah.
So, and most people feel intimidated to go up and ask them, like, how many people are going to go up and ask
Look-
Cam, hey, could you help me
Look
figure out my setup?
Look at
That Friday.
2 weeks ago.
Friday.
2
That
weeks
Friday,
ago,
me
no.
and you.
Roger came over to me and goes, "Give me your car."
Well, hell, that Friday when we went up to RJ's,
Mm-hmm.
Palancar he was watching me.
Yeah.
My car was crap. He
Yeah,
started
Palancar's
telling
always
me-
willing to
Matt
help.
Scurry's been helping us.
Yep.
They've been coming up going, Dean sat there, it was like, no, that ain't gonna work. Try
Don't
this.
even try it.
Try this.
Don't even throw the car on the track.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those. I mean, you got to know when to approach people too. But
Yeah.
some of these guys like Dean, he's just there hanging out on the track, and he's there willing to help. Roger, he's there help getting Cam set up, but at the same time too, he's always there watching.
Bill.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Bill's like, dude.
Miller's always busy, but when he's got a chance and you ask him a question, he'll throw out an answer,
Mhm.
and a lot of times they're right.
Mhm.
So.
So, we go to our second topic, I guess.
Yeah, so what have we determined out of that? That everybody thinks we're jerks.
Oh, well.
So, I don't know. I mean, keep novice.
Keep novice, but novice guys have to help the new inexperienced guys get faster.
Yeah. And, if you want guys to keep going and you want to keep racing, I mean, help them out. So,
So, as many of us seen, the topic of the week was bodies.
Yes.
whose body?
Mine.
Oh, sexy.
But no,
Oh.
there was a giant discussion on the Ultimate RC page and Mud Boss page. Ultimate banned any GT anybody that's not a replica.
GT Gen 2.
Anybody that's not Gen 1 or exact replica.
Salvage replica. Exact salvage
And that
replica.
ban includes the inner.
Yep.
The
panel.
Gen 2, the J body. So you can't run those in Mud Boss. You can run them in Big Block, just not Mud Boss.
So my thing is, does anybody really think the bodies make that big of a difference?
You know where I think it makes a difference is if you tune the car with that body on. If you go take this body off, you put a Gen 2 on there or a Gen 1 GT body on there, probably won't work the same. But
I don't
it's
think
not like this body's making it probably any faster. It's just that
The
you
cars
tuned
are-
it to work
yeah,
with that.
The cars are not doing 100 some odd miles an hour down the track.
They're doing a scale 100 and some miles an hour.
But still, it's not
yeah.
enough airflow over the top of that body to really
It's got some airflow. I mean,
make a difference.
They will
I'm saying compared to body to body.
Mark, how have you not seen this?
Whoa, what?
He's out of the loop.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
That the overlay.
so ultimate, yes, we just said banned GT bodies, Gen 2, J bodies, and anything that's not a direct Salvus replica from Sportsman and Novice. Big block, you got free reign there to run what you want.
Yes, Mark. They said even I will pull it up on their page.
I mean, I think about it like, is the body editing anything? I think it's
Ultimate
just depending on how you've tuned it. If you tuned yours to a Salvus style and you go throw on a GT bot, it might seem to be looser.
Now stocks the
So you might
GT
have to
body,
fix it.
Gen 2 body that is legal in our 13.5 class.
So your oval RC J body would not be legal in 12T,
Nope.
not stock. I mean, what's everybody's thoughts on this? I mean, you know, if you're,
Skunk Boss says I don't think they make a huge difference really. I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. I like having the variety because it's like a real racetrack. Everybody
Yeah.
has a different style body.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's been guys that, one of the things that's illegal now is like some of these guys have been cutting up their bodies and raising the inner panel so where it meets just basically below the window line.
Mhm.
That's illegal now. You can't do that to a 12T stock car.
Yep. My biggest thing is okay. I don't know if I personally. I don't know if I'll run up there because I can't run my sponsor's body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do run a Salvus style body though when you're a sportsman.
There's more. Well, they didn't have tech all year. Well, guess I'm not running there.
I mean, Mark's a pretty big. He's a J body supporter. That's all
Yeah.
he's been running.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, hell, we have a sponsor through J Body, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to do for that?
yeah. I don't know.
Is
we
the Salvus
would have
is the-
just
wait,
like anybody
wait,
that races.
John Bath is the Salvus molded interior allowed?
No, nope.
No, not that. That you can only run that in
Big
big
block.
block. So you can't use that molded Lexan interior.
What about the BL class? There have
That's going to be 12T Sportsman.
that will be their new sportsman class. They don't have
Yes.
12 sportsmen no more, so it's not going to be legal.
Yes.
You will need a Gen 1 replica or Gen 1 body to race there in a 12T class.
You will need an exact Salvus clone.
A Salvus body or a GT Gen 1.
You
And
can't
you
say,
can't-
but not Salvus rules body. Because the Gen 2 is allowed in Salvus rules.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can't modify the body. You can't raise the inner panel. You can't cut it down. They're going to have a template, they say, that's going to, you know, minimum ride height, I guess maximum roof line. So, I don't know.
They're going to lose drivers and they will change their rules, says Brian
Mhm.
Stout.
They said, though, they got loaner bodies.
Skunk Boss, yes. Chevy, Ford, etc. Yes.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was as a manufactured body.
Yeah.
manufacturers.
Well, I mean,
That's-
listen, I mean, if you're running a NASCAR thing and they say, hey, you know, we got this race for you here, and the only thing, let's say you're going to run a midget. Let's say that midget class runs a Ford 4-cylinder. They'll make an exception to that.
Why don't we run a sail panel body? Everyone got rid of them.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen one in Mud Boss, and that was kind of his
Yeah.
rookie car.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about it. I mean, I don't know. Doug Knaus ran one of my bodies at RJ's a few weeks back to test it to see if it was allowed. This is Pete Lugwheel with J Body.
Yep.
It was allowed, and his lap times did not change versus his Salvus body. Bill saw it with his own eyes and approved it. Yeah, and Pete of J Body, the guy who makes and sells J Body, says there's no difference. It's just a nicer looking body, and I agree with him.
It's just a style.
You know, if you tuned your car with a J body and you put a Salvus body on there and it winds up being a little looser or tighter, that's just minor difference because of the body. It's not that it's making it any faster.
No.
It's just, you know, might have changed the downforce a little bit. So I don't know. I think we're making too big of a deal out of it. I mean, I can understand saying, like, if you're going to run a body, you can't hack it up. All right, that's fine. Because we know some people that have been hacking them up, raising the panels, cutting down the roof lines. Yeah, I've done that myself.
So,
I mean,
So,
I personally
you know.
ran both of them.
So
I
my-
ran J body and I ran the
You
GT
ran-
bodies.
my
And you
rule-
ran both GT bodies.
and I ran both
Gen 1
GT
and Gen
bodies.
2.
So here's
I've
the-
noticed no difference.
my rule would be you have to run a manufacturer's body.
No, it's homemade
No
bodies.
homemade.
No homemade body.
Yes.
What if you did a homemade replica based on the exact template
No.
so you couldn't even tell?
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What if you couldn't tell?
Yeah.
No, because it'd be a little bit different.
I built one based off of
There's
off
so
a
many
GT
bodies
body
out.
template.
There's so many bodies out there that it won't hurt the rule. It has to be GT, Salvers, or J. Why could you do it?
I agree with that.
Because okay, you take those three bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a J body. Yep, it's identical.
Yep.
You didn't modify it.
Right.
Here's the J. Here's this. Here's that.
Basically, build a box and it needs to fit within that box.
Yeah.
If the body goes over, it doesn't run.
Yep.
And it's got to be a certain height, no more, no less.
Yep.
I agree with that.
J body is a
don't know.
Tever body. That's why I ran them.
Yeah. I don't know. I like having variety out there in the field, but you know what? You don't even notice them when you're out there racing.
No.
Or even watching. I mean, you're just, yeah. I don't know. I think it's.
I think it's an overreaction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's just
Another power.
the intention of, like, you know, trying to make Mud Boss less
Shush.
fine tuning small details, and just keep everybody kind of in the same game. So, like, you know, you don't have super drivers here, super tuning things here. I don't think that's the direction to go. I don't think that's what it is. I mean, I don't know. It's always going to be hard to regulate the gray areas on these cars.
Every salvage is hacked up. There's not one single body out there that is not cut on the wheel wells or front right panels.
And with
That
that, yes.
That's
all
not
had to-
illegal. That's not illegal now. If you read that rule,
So you're
What's
gonna,
that?
if you're
you
running,
can't cut the wheel well out.
No?
so if you're running a 12
I've
team,
had
you're
to always
gonna
cut the
burn
wheel well
motors.
out because it never fits.
Yeah.
And it always rubs, and you're gonna burn your motors.
Yep.
I've always had to trim the rears because
Or you're gonna rub
never
the ground.
works. Yeah. And I run my body high,
Mm-hmm.
but it still rubs. So then, you know, basically they've taken it out where I can't run my body there because I've had to hack it up.
Yep.
So,
For
alright.
durability, I switched from a Salvas to a Phoenix body. I have never even heard of
Never
those.
heard of Phoenix either.
Nope.
But we've never, there's very few instances when I've actually seen and paid attention and saw an actual Salvas body with the S in.
No.
I mean, that doesn't happen a lot around
No,
here.
no.
Look, you can't get them around here.
No, because I know if we went to Small Addictions, we got to have one.
That is all they allow.
Yeah,
Salvas only.
yeah. We'd have to have that S in it.
We're more GT and J around here.
Yeah. But you seem tired.
Yeah.
Good thing it's 8:58. I mean,
I have a legal salvage. Good luck running it without
Yeah.
cutting it.
Seriously.
I think J Body just does a better body. I mean, it's a more efficient, tougher body. It's one piece of plastic wrapped around. Not to sound like a commercial, but yes, I always liked how John Stott
you gotta be
did
like,
it.
get your J body here. You only gotta run 3 pieces of plastic. It's
Instead of
terrible.
bolting the sides on, I mean, you know, you just fold the plastic over. There you go, 2 pieces.
I truly
3-piece
think
total.
that they will change their mind after hearing reactions from platforms like this. I would hope. Because
Yeah.
I want a racer.
Yeah,
Or just, hey, everybody shows up with a GT body or a J body. What are they going to do? Tell them no?
they'll make them use a loaner.
Yeah.
He better have 30 loaners then.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Seriously, if
I
every
just-
single one of those racers that
Yeah.
go there and show up with a J body,
What does Saladay run?
He runs GT, but Gary Lay runs J body.
Yeah, so he's out of there. I mean,
Which
I don't
GT?
know. Gen 1. Who?
don't know what he runs anymore.
He runs a Gen 1. He doesn't run the inner panel, I think.
I thought the one car
That was Saladay.
Yeah.
Oh, does he? Okay.
I know McKeon doesn't. McKeon's sponsored by somebody. That's not a GT body.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's. I don't know. I think it's a crackdown on something on a problem that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand saying like, listen, you can't cut the inner panel and raise it up because that's been going on a lot. I don't really see the problem with it. I've seen guys that do it, and I don't feel like, oh my God, they got such an advantage. I got to do that. It's like, okay, they do that. That's fine. I can see why they would do it. It makes sense. But it's just like, I didn't see him going 0.5 of a second faster to go, oh
There's
my God, I got to do that.
There's a lot of bigger rules that I'd be dealing with before the body.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh,
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. I mean, it's kind of like trying to regulate how much tread you have on a tire.
Get the tire gauge out.
So, all right, you got to show tread, but how much tread? Guys are always going to take it too far.
Define tread.
Yeah. Does it
Has
have
to
to
show.
show? Does it have to look like
Show
there
all
was
the way
tread?
across the
Well, no.
tire. It can only be
So,
half the tire.
You know what's funny? I forget who I talked about this the other week. I said, okay, so if I shave that thing down to bald and take a Sharpie and make it look like tread, showing tread.
You don't even have to do the drawing on it. You shave that down bald, you can still see the outline of where that tread was.
That's tread.
Yeah. Because
I've seen that already. I've seen the Kumho's slicks.
it's
And
9
you can
o'clock,
still see
Yes.
the tread.
and my head's pounding.
Yeah. I mean, so if anybody's got any last thoughts on this, get it in quick.
Or some Advil for Kyle.
We're heading out soon, and we're going to talk about varieties of spice oil. I agree, Skunk Boss.
We can talk about it more next week.
It was, John Bath. The only issue I see with Mud Boss is full offset to the left. So basically, John says cover the left rear, which I think most people do. I mean, yours basically is pretty flush there. So, I mean, that's a fine rule to have to define it. So where are you guys racing at? Start with you, because this should be fast.
I don't know.
You.
Tuesday, Friday here, Saturday RJ's.
I'm with them. Tuesday, Friday here, Saturday RJ's.
I might be announcing this Saturday.
Tuesday, probably BLT tomorrow. Trying to put together a big block for indoors, so maybe I'll have that ready. Hopefully I get my driver Ditzler out here to put him in the stock car. And Friday, probably stock car and BLT, and then RJ's, we're going to see if the 12T will work, and, try and get that big block running. And we got to thank our sponsors. Race Ready Products,
Papa Willie's,
J-Body, Raptor RC, Pheasant Land, and
KHD
KHD.
Speed Labs.
Yeah. So we got to
Did you
thank
want to say
those.
race ready?
Yes. That was the
Started
first one.
off with that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So we got to thank those. And, we should probably get sponsored by Goody's Headache Power. Take care of that headache of yours.
Oh, it's killing me.
We'll
Okay.
sound just like NASCAR then.
Okay, bye, people.
All right. Good night, all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a
And
comment.
hit that bell so you get
Start buying
notifications.
sideboards. Free air matters. Good night.
See you guys.